Welcome back, guys. We are going to have another lesson in finding the measure of angles. Previously, the last couple of lessons, we've been using protractors or we've been using rules to determine the measure of angles. Those rules essentially being complementary angles, supplementary angles, adjacent angles, and vertical angles to help us to determine measures that we don't know, or if we don't have a protractor, how can we still find the measure of those angles? Well, the same concept is going to apply today, only we're going to be doing that for the interior angles of triangles. And the first and most important thing that you need to know, guys, about triangles is that all of the interior angles will always equal 180 degrees. Every triangle ever written, ever drawn, can never be any more or any less than 180 degrees. And there should have been a video that you've watched already, hopefully, about Mr. Triangle, and it shows you how those three angles will always equal a straight line. Okay, so now knowing that information, as long as we have two other angles that are known in a triangle, we can always find the missing triangle by the same basic process and formula. Okay, so as we look at this first blue triangle right here, we can see that we know that 68 is one angle and 53 is another angle. So I will take the two of those and I'll find the sum of those two angles to get me to 121. Okay, so angle X, which is, or excuse me, angle S, which is right now represented as X degrees, is an unknown. We don't know what that is. So how I'm going to find that is I'm going to take 180 and subtract the known angles that I have of 121. So as I go through this process of my subtraction piece, I should now know that angle S will have a measurement of 59 degrees. And again, to check my answer, I can take 68 plus 53 plus 59 and make that continue that way. All right, so now that process, guys, is going to be the same every single time we try to find a missing interior angle of a triangle. Again, keeping in mind the 180 degrees total that every triangle must be, I need to first combine the first two known quantities. So as an example, for number 10, I can see here that we've got 25 for one and 37 for another. Again, combine those two things going through this process and end up with 62 known degrees. I take those 62 degrees and I subtract them from the 180 that I know all triangles have to be. Again, go through my subtraction process and end up with 118 should be our answer for this problem. Again, remembering to label it with a degree symbol. So pretty straightforward stuff. The process does not change as we go through this. So the next one is a little trickier, only in a sense that I only see one number, but I should see another symbol there that hopefully reminds me or jogs my memory in terms of what another angle should be. So I'm first going to take some time here and pause and erase what I have on the screen. All right, so the symbol that I am referring to here, guys, is this symbol right here, the little square box in the corner of an angle. Most angle symbols are represented with a little semicircle or a little half circle, but this one is represented with a square, and that has a significance telling us that that is a square corner, or another way to say that would be a right angle. So as we look at this, we should be able to determine that we still do have two numbers, only one of them is represented as a symbol. So again, remembering that our 180 degrees for every triangle, and now I have my 41 that I see and the 90 that I know based on symbol added together to get to 131. To find the missing angle is then subtract that again from 180. Go through my subtraction process again, and we should figure out that this missing angle is 49 degrees. Okay, so pretty straightforward, guys. The keys to remembering and doing well on this lesson are simply going to be the numbers 180, which is the same as a straight line, And then remembering that once I combine my two known quantities, I can subtract those known quantities from that 180 to find my missing side. All right, guys, there's going to be a couple practice problems on the end here. Please do those to check to see that you understand what we are doing.